Okay, you might not even have heard of it, but this is by far the cheapest gouache colors I have come in contact with. The brand name is Worison, and I don't know which country it belongs to, but most of the things is written in German on this cover. So like here you can see the last line, gouache finest color is gouache finesse. I don't know what it means. This is the back of the cover and it's again written in German and English. So if you can understand it's great, then otherwise it's okay. It's just colors are written, so it's okay to understand. Now, okay, if you see here, it's written made in China, even though everything is written in German here. So I don't know what it means, guys. I don't know. If you know, then do comment below. Now getting into the colors, we have 12 set color here with 12 ml package. These are the colors. It is a good packaging, just not very sturdy, but it's okay. The price is also not a lot. I got this, it was around 396 rupees, that is 400 something, and I have seen it right now, it's around 475 rupees, Indian rupees. So you can check it out on Amazon or Flipkart. I don't think they have a website, it's just a small brand, but they have some stuffs in them like watercolors and acrylics, etc. When I was getting this, I was confused between the Brustroff 24 set colors, gouache colors, because that was also not very expensive. But I was just starting out with gouache and I didn't want to buy a lot of these, so I just took this 12 set. And you can see it's written in German, Chinese, Weiche, something. Okay, so now without talking anymore, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, we will be swatch testing these colors on white and gray papers so you can understand it better. Okay, let's go. I am dividing it into 12 parts so that it's symmetrical and aesthetic. Okay, so now the background story. I have never actually used gouache before this and I was very excited to use it because everywhere I've heard, okay, gouache, there's gouache, that gouache is great, blah blah blah. I can't even pronounce gouache properly. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm wrong, then please forgive me, okay? Also, one part of my excitement is this itself, the literal word gouache, because it's so weird, like there are normal words like watercolor, acrylics. I mean, okay, acrylics is also not normal, but okay, I mean, gouache is really weird, okay? Gouache. Okay, so since I was really curious and I am also kind of a geek, so I searched the origin of the term and it is from the Italian word guazzo, which refers to paintings that were used with opaque method of watercolors. The term means mud, so it was used in 16th century and now it's used at gouache. It's a more fancy word for guazzo, mud. Yeah, okay, I know too much mud talk or trash talk, but let's go on to the review. The colors were pretty nice, but it was not that good. I have seen some reviews because I have not used another gouache set to compare it with. Also, the colors did not maintain the same consistency that all the colors had, like all were different in some kind or the other. Some was more creamy, some was more textury, some was flowy, different and all cool. But yeah, it was not that good, okay? Also, the colors are very transparent. I mean, the purpose of opaque colors are to be opaque. I mean, like they took almost eternity to dry off. I literally had to play 2 games of Free Fire to dry half. Okay, half. It didn't even dry fully, and then I was trying to see how they would react with each other, so I just did this small painting. Another thing that has always grasped my curiosity, yes, you guys know I am a curious person, is why can't gouache be cheap? Like you see watercolor, cheap watercolors, cheap acrylic colors, cheap oil colors, cheap pencil colors, and blah blah blah, but there aren't any cheap gouache colors. Like there are rarely one or two that you will find that is cheap. So it was always like, I mean, it's literally the gouache is like in the middle of watercolors and in the middle of acrylic colors. Like it just stands midway through them, not too opaque, not too watercolorish, like transparent. So why can't we mix one cheap watercolor and one cheap acrylic color and make out a cheap gouache color? I mean, just try out, guys. Also, to learn more about gouache, I took this small Skillshare course on gouache colors and how to draw with them. So here is a sneak peek of me trying to do gouache.
People might not be familiar with gouache or see it as an intimidating medium. But if there's one thing I want you to take away, it's that it's really easily accessible. It can be just as fun as any other paint, and don't take it too seriously. Hi, my name is Leah Gorin. I'm an illustrator in Brooklyn, New York, and in this class, for each technique, we'll be drawing a different piece of fruit. We chose fruit because they come in different shapes and colors that might be interesting to draw, and it's easily accessible to everyone. Not to mention you can eat it when you're done. At the end, we'll take everything we learned and we'll draw a still life that combines all the different styles. If you're a beginner, this is a really great place to start because we're just going to focus on one technique.
So that was a clip from 1 month ago, and I have been using gouache for past 1 month and I love it. I just love it. Okay, I love it. It's not better than watercolors, of course, because watercolors would always be my first love, but still these gouache colors are really easy to get used to and they work amazingly. Like I'll just draw a painting for you to see that. So rather than focusing on the main painting and its storyline, just focus on the colors and how they go over top of each other, because that is what gouache is. It's not like watercolors where you just use a lot of water and then leave the space where you just want to color over, but I mostly use it like watercolor, so it can be used like that or it can be used like acrylics. That's the cool thing about it, the middle people, that they can be used anywhere. I have used it most of the times like watercolors. Like if you see here also I've left some places, but you can even go over with white color at end, which you cannot go with in watercolors. Forget about what I'm trying to draw here. I was trying to draw some alien girl. Yes, she does look like alien, but let's talk about the review. And I have seen many reviews, many tutorials on gouache colors, and I have not a lot of complaints with this color. I know it is very cheap as compared to the rich ones, yeah, I mean the brand ones, but it does the work. I mean, that is what you want, right? Work to be done. It's not like watercolor paper that if you don't have it then the whole painting would be ruined. Yes, get watercolor papers, guys. If you're using watercolor, it just enhances the painting. Again, I'm telling you this. Look at me getting off track so easily. So my point is, you can buy these colors even though they're super cheap. They are good, they work great, and they have great vibrancy, just like gouache colors need to have to be opaque. Yeah, they're not very opaque, but they do that work, man. So a thumbs up for this one. Yeah, go check them out. They are in the description. And if you want to check more of my paintings that I've done with these gouache, and I have done many, so do check out my Instagram page, which is also mentioned in the description below. Other than that, you can check out my other videos if you want to. They are on my channel, of course. And please subscribe, like, and comment how you like this alien girl and her background, which is really weird. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to see how one color would be on top of each other, so you can see it is good. See, yeah, the colors, the vibrancy is amazing, like I said. So I would like to end my beautiful painting with these beautiful words: cheap but not a creep. Yes, just repeat it with me: cheap but not a creep. So you can go and buy these beautiful colors and appreciate whoever is making these. I don't know who is making these, like literally just tell me who is making these. Okay, bye 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 bye.